Turkish paganism. Turkish paganism, also known as the pre-Islamic religion of the Turks, encompasses the ancient spiritual beliefs and practices of the Turkic peoples before the advent of Islam. This belief system is deeply rooted in nature worship, ancestral reverence, and shamanistic practices, with a strong focus on the celestial, natural, and spiritual realms. Here are some key characteristics of Turkish paganism. Guys, help me with motivation, please. Subscribe and like this video. Thank you. Tengriism, sky god worship. The central belief in Turkish paganism is the worship of Tengri, the supreme sky god who governs the universe. Tengri is viewed as the creator and ruler of all things, with his influence extending over the heavens and the earth. The Turks believe that Tengri granted divine protection and guidance to their rulers and people. Nature and spirituality. Nature plays a crucial role in Turkish paganism, with rivers, mountains, trees, and animals considered sacred and inhabited by spirits. The Turks believed that the natural world was a reflection of divine forces, and that harmony with nature was essential for prosperity and spiritual well-being. Shamanism. Shamans, or spiritual leaders, were central figures in Turkish paganism. They mediated between the human world and the spirit realm, using rituals, trance, and divination to communicate with spirits and ancestors. Shamans were believed to possess the ability to heal, protect, and guide their communities. Ancestral worship. The veneration of ancestors was an important practice in Turkish paganism. Ancestors were considered to be guardians of the living, and their spirits were honored through rituals, offerings, and prayers. This practice ensured the continuation of the spiritual connection between the living and the dead. Rituals and ceremonies. Rituals were performed to honor Tengri, spirits of nature, and ancestors. These ceremonies often involve sacrifices, prayers, music, and dance, with a focus on maintaining cosmic balance and securing the favor of the gods and spirits. Sacred spaces, such as mountains and rivers, were used for these rites. Cosmology and afterlife. Turkish paganism held a belief in a three-part cosmology, with the sky, Tengri, the earth, and the underworld. After death, the soul was believed to journey to the spiritual realm, where it would be judged and reunited with ancestors or divine forces. Cultural influence. Although Turkish paganism declined with the spread of Islam, elements of these ancient beliefs have influenced Turkish culture and folklore. The reverence for nature and the celestial realm continues to resonate in modern Turkish traditions. Turkish paganism reflects the deep connection between the Turkic peoples and the natural world, with an emphasis on honoring the sky god, spirits, and ancestors. While the religion has largely faded, its cultural and spiritual legacy still holds significance for many people of Turkic descent. Animism. Animism is a belief system that sees both living beings and natural elements, like trees, rivers, and rocks, as possessing spirits or consciousness. It is one of the oldest religious traditions practiced by many indigenous cultures around the world. Here are some key characteristics of animism. Spirituality and nature. Animism holds that the natural world is alive with spirits. Everything in nature, animals, plants, rocks, mountains, has its own spiritual essence, and humans are interconnected with these spiritual beings. Nature is seen as sacred, and people are urged to live in harmony with it. Ancestor worship. Ancestors are revered in animism, with belief in the continued spiritual presence of the deceased. Ancestors are honored through rituals, offerings, and prayers, and their spirits are believed to offer guidance and protection to the living. Shamanism. Many animistic traditions involve shamans, spiritual leaders who can communicate with the spirits. Shamans perform rituals, heal the sick, and provide guidance to their communities through visions or spiritual journeys. Rituals and offerings. Animistic rituals are performed to honor spirits, ask for blessings, or maintain balance with nature. These rituals often involve offerings like food, incense, or symbolic items to show respect to the spirits of nature and ancestors. Ethical and ecological values. Animism emphasizes respect for all living beings in the environment. Since everything has a spirit, Humans are expected to treat nature with care and avoid causing harm to it, fostering ecological balance and sustainability. Diversity of practices. Animism is not a single religion, but a broad category of beliefs practiced by various indigenous cultures worldwide. Each culture has its own specific beliefs, rituals, and practices, but they share a common understanding of the spiritual essence in nature. Tengrianism. Tengrianism is an ancient belief system that originated among the Turkic, Mongolic, and other Central Asian peoples. It centers around the worship of Tengri, the supreme sky god, and emphasizes the connection between humans, nature, and the spiritual world. Here are some key characteristics of Tengrianism. Tengri, sky god. Tengri is the central deity in Tengrianism, considered the creator and ruler of the universe. He governs the heavens, earth, and all living things. Tengri is believed to offer guidance and protection, especially to rulers and their people, and is often associated with cosmic order and balance. Nature and spirituality. Tengrianism views nature as sacred. Rivers, mountains, trees, and animals are all believed to be inhabited by spirits, which are manifestations of Tengri's power. These spirits are revered, and humans are seen as interconnected with the natural world. Shamanism. Shamans play a key role in Tengrianism. They are spiritual leaders who mediate between the human world and the spirit realm. Through rituals, trances, and divination, shamans communicate with Tengri and other spirits to bring guidance, healing, and protection to their communities. Ancestor worship. Ancestors are highly respected in Tengrianism. The spirits of deceased ancestors are believed to continue influencing the living and are honored through rituals and offerings. Ancestor veneration ensures the continuation of spiritual ties across generations. Sanamakhism. Sanamakhism is an ancient spiritual tradition practiced by some indigenous groups in Southeast Asia, particularly in regions like the Philippines and Borneo. It focuses on the worship of a supreme deity, reverence for nature, and ancestor veneration. The religion combines animistic beliefs with shamanistic practices. Key characteristics of Sanamakhism include Sanama, supreme god. The central deity in Sanamakhism, Sanama is seen as the creator and sustainer of the universe, governing both the spiritual and physical realms. Followers believe that all life and natural phenomena come from Sanama. Nature and spirits. Nature is considered sacred, with every element, such as animals, trees, rivers, and mountains, inhabited by spirits. These spirits are seen as manifestations of the divine and are revered through rituals and offerings. Totemism. Totemism is a belief system in which individuals, clans, or tribes have a spiritual connection with a specific animal, plant, or natural object known as a totem. These totems are considered sacred and are believed to represent the spiritual essence of the group or individual. Totemism is found in various indigenous cultures around the world, particularly among Native American, Australian Aboriginal, and African tribes. Key characteristics of totemism. Taboos and rituals. Specific rules or taboos often govern the relationship between the people and their totem, including restrictions on hunting, eating, or harming the totem animal.
I don't think you will be able to click on the next video before time runs out. 3, 2, 1. You lost.